Have you ever looked back at your very first scrapbooking layouts and thought, that layout was great? And then you look at your first lot of videos and you go, ooh, that was great, but the video, yikes. Well, today we're going back to my roots. I'm rescuing a hidden gem of a layout from my early YouTube days that barely got any eyes on it and giving it the ultimate glow up. We're talking classic Kathy Loves to Scrap style, multiple photos with massive layers, gorgeous die cuts, and that perfect rustic country feel that you know I love. Grab your supplies, hit that subscribe button, and let's get layering. As you just saw, it was a follower sketch February 1, and it is one of my favourite ones. I don't even know why people didn't watch it, but yes, I do. I tell a lie. I do know why people didn't watch it. It's because I was just starting out. And this layout I really love. It's got multiple photos, like I said, and we are building up the sketch. So I have this beautiful gingham paper. Isn't it great? I love it. I love that it's distressed. I love the grungy feel to it. Of course, there's wood grain. You know I love wood grain on a layout. So I'm going to cut a strip here. I'm actually cutting it out at the bottom because I'm going to use that strip there. Then I am cutting a 6" by 10". It works out there for that strip. And then I'm going to put that other piece of wood grain across the middle. So now I have this cross happening on the layout, and that's perfect landing for the photos as we move forward. Now these two pieces, this piece here is a Scrapbook Fantasies one, and the one underneath is a Poppy Craft one. So it just goes to show you can mix and match as long as the colours are similar. I'm just going to trim out the centre here because I am going to need it to create a tag in a moment, and we'll see how that works as well. I'm going to layer this down now and we can get started building this layout. I love the brown hearts. I love the colours of the brown. I know brown's one of those colours that people find tricky to work with. They have issues. Now, I actually trimmed it a little bit too short when I cut it to 10. I probably needed it to be the 11.5. So that's why I've trimmed it down a bit more and split it in the middle. Now I'm going to add a little bit of texture, and I'm putting in some calico lace. This is a bit denser in lace, and I like that it's going to go down the side. So it adds a soft feel to it, but it also adds that texture that you know I love. I'm putting down some glue despite the double-sided tape, and that's to make sure that it doesn't lift in the future. I am trimming down my strip. As I said, this is a Scrapbook Fantasy one called Beautiful Family. I don't know if you can still get it. You might be able to. She has lots of wood grains, but so you can always go and check those out. I die cut some barbed wire from a Uniquely Creative die, and that is going across the wood grain there. So that's going to be my border, and I do like the effect. I don't know why I don't use my dies as much as I've got. I've got so many. I need to get into the habit of doing it. I need to stop doing the quick layout. Okay, pardon me. I now have my 4 photos, as I said. So these were taken at the Hunter Valley Gardens back in 2023 when we went up for the Christmas lights. So it's almost time to go up again this year, I think. And my daughter, who is the animal person of the family, just walked across to these beautiful horses that were in the field or the yard across the road, and they just came up to her, as always, to get patted from her, which is really funny because no matter where we go, the animals just come to her. And so she was standing across the road, like it was a fair distance. It was a 4-lane road, and I took these photos of her, and she was so happy that she went over and saw the horses and patted them. So I've got 3 sitting there. I cut out little tags here. Aren't they cute, little tiny tags? And I am using that for my title, and it's going to just be her name, Cody. Very easy, simple, clean, but it's got a title, and I love that I put the letters on these tiny little tags. So cute. Perfect way of using a title and adding some interest to the layout, and I love that it's all in the browns. It just goes so nicely, and the green in the grass really pops, so that's why the photos really pop off that background. So as you can see, I'm putting down the title here. Got a little bit of glue that I'm just putting in behind the letters, wiping it across my fingers. As you can see, it's quite easy to do. putting a little love heart to fill in that last one there, and that's giving me my tags across. And then I die cut some horseshoes, because you know horseshoes are luck, and it also ties in with the theme, and it's going to allow me to establish my clusters. Now, if you don't have papers where you fussy cut, or you don't have packs where they've got printables in them, then you just use your die cuts and use the colours on your layout, and you can build up great clusters that way. I'm adding in the parenthesis here, and I'm going to pop it up on some foam tape. That's like the sketch as well. I really do follow the sketch pretty closely for this one, but you know, I was at my friend's house just this week scrapping with her, and she said, you know what you need to do? You need to do some layouts with multiple photos. I need some ideas with more photos than one. So watch out for that, people. As per request by one of my followers, my friend, who actually got me into scrapbooking, she now wants me to do more layouts with multiple photos because she always has multiple photos. And I do take lots and lots and lots of photos. So it's not that I don't. It's just that I am a memory keeper of that special moment. So I'm going to give it a go and put some multiple photos on layouts. Let's see how that rock and rolls over the next couple of weeks, hey? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to see layouts with multiple photos, or do you just want to see single photos? I'd like to hear your feedback as much as my friends' feedback. And, you know, I always try to give you what you want. All right, so you saw that I trimmed out that piece behind the panel, and this is where it's coming into play. I'm putting in the fourth photo as a tag, and what I'm doing is I'm trimming it down here. As you just saw, I took off all that extra background, which was not necessary because the whole focus was just the horse. And then I'm cutting my tag. So it's very easily done. You just fold it in half, pinch off the corner and take it in. I did exactly the same for the photo. So now I've got a 3-layered tag without even trying hard. How easy is that to achieve? And then I'm putting it one on top of the other. I've got the brown outline. It's the perfect size because I cut it appropriately. And then I'm putting the photo in as the third layer. And there's your tag. And your photo is now a tag. How cool is that? Easy. I need to remember to do that more often. Now I'm putting in the hole punch, and I'm dressing the tag with a bit more of the jute because I like the jute. I'm just going to move that up a little bit more because the tag is a little bit higher, and that sits perfect now. And I'm just, as I said, finishing it off with the jute, and that's giving it that real rustic feel. And look at that, perfect, tag in, and now I have 4 photos on the layout. Now I could have done some journaling underneath that tag. I could have also done some journaling and have it come out from the photos above, and that'll be an interactive page, which I may do in the future with a few pages, do some interactivity for you and show you how that works and how I like to do my journaling with my photos. And we can do that on a few layouts if you'd like. Just let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see, because really, I really only want to do what you want to see. I like to scrap, so I'll just scrap. But if there's things that you want to see me do, let me know in the comments. All right, now I have this branding strip, which I have from another scrap, and I'm going to use that to match my little quote here, and that's going to be perfect. To put it there, it says, "My heart is full thanks to you," and I'm just going to pop that up on some foam tape, and that's working as a little banner strip there to the side. Now I'm going to fussy cut out some hearts, and they're going to come into my clusters. So that's what I'm saying. You can build your clusters from everything you've got. You don't need to have all the whiz-bang collections and things out there. You can do it with what you've got. Here's my trusty leaf. You know I love this leaf punch. Don't forget, you know, you just manipulate what you have. Use the papers that you're using and create from it so that it all comes together. So I did fussy cut the 3 hearts there, as you saw. I've punched out the leaf. That's allowing me to build in. I've got the 2 horseshoes there as a landing place. I did put another heart to the top, and I've just put that there. I'm punching out the brown flower here with a paper punch, and then I've got this tiny little floral punch which I'm going to use as my accents, and they will go in the center of the flowers, which is always important, but they're also going to go as my sets of 3. So you will see them sitting as sets of 3, and look at that, even along the heart up the top there I've put a couple, and that's just building up using the florals as you know, a point of interest, and also, and I did cut out extras. Look, I even auditioned and then I put it to the side because, you know, I love my odds. Now, one thing I am going to add to it, I'm going to add a photo corner, and the way I did that was cut a 1 inch by 1 inch. Then I cut that on the diagonal, which is, as you can see here. And then I cut out the center of that corner. So that gives me my corner piece, or an arrow. And so that fits right there on the corner of that photo, and it draws your eye up and around that layout. And look at that. How cool does that look? That's really very easy. It wasn't a hard layout to put together. It is an effective layout, but I love that it's got the full photos. I love that there's some detail to it. I'm putting in my Nuvo drops into the center of the florals, as you can see here, and that's allowing for that little creativity. On each of the little tags with the letters on it, I am putting the Nuvo drops to do like little thumbnails or little tacks into the tags, and that's finishing those off. And to finish off, I'm putting in the date because that was in 2023, it was December. And that's the layout, guys. What do you reckon? I don't know why I didn't get much views. I do know, actually. I'm telling a lie. It's because I first started and nobody knew me. So what do you think? Is it a hit or is it a miss? Give me a thumbs up if you think it's a hit. Leave me a comment because you know I'm always going to get back to you. And, you know, if you haven't already done so and you would like to, I would really love to have you as a subscriber. That really makes my YouTube channel get out there. There's the sketch. I stuck pretty close to it. What do you think? It's really, really cute, and I like brown, and sometimes brown doesn't work for people, but that one really worked well, and I love how it's turned out. Give me some guidance, guys. What do you want to see? Do you want layouts with one photo? Do you want layouts with multiple photos? Do you want journaling spots? Do you want interactivity? I'm open to your suggestions. Leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. And remember, this is a Throwback Thursday. This video, I'll have the original link there, but you've already watched it. Why do you need to go back? Let's stay current. Remember, like it, hype it, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. I really am looking forward to it. Don't forget to come back real soon, and here's my next video for you. See you there soon.